Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dreamers of all ages, welcome to a conversation that might just change your life. Today, we're tackling a topic that's been whispered about in boardrooms, debated in classrooms, and pondered over countless cups of coffee. Why do only 5% of people succeed while 95% don't? Let's start with a little game of imagination. Picture a giant stadium filled with 100,000 people. Now imagine that only 5,000 of them are standing tall, smiling confidently, because they've cracked the code of success. The rest, they're either scratching their heads, blaming the referee, aka life, or just staring at their popcorn, wondering what went wrong. So, what makes the 5% different? Do they have superpowers? Were they born under a lucky star? Or is there some secret sauce we've all been missing? Stick with me, because by the end of this talk, you'll not only know the answers, but also have actionable steps to join the 5%. And as a bonus, we'll laugh a little along the way, because success should never be boring. The 5% have an unshakable belief that they can achieve their goals, while the 95% say things like, what if I fail? The 5% say, what if I succeed beyond my wildest dreams? They're like that one friend who shows up to karaoke night convinced they're the next pop sensation. And guess what? Sometimes they are. Belief is powerful. It's the spark that ignites action. Without it, even the best plans fall apart. The 95% often underestimate themselves and overestimate the obstacles, creating a cycle of self-doubt and inaction. Lesson: start believing in yourself even if others don't. Confidence is contagious. Write down affirmations daily, such as, I am capable, I am deserving, and I can achieve my dreams. The 5% understand that failure isn't the opposite of success, it's a stepping stone to it. For them, each mistake is a lesson, not a life sentence. They've learned to fail fast, fail often, and fail forward. Meanwhile, the 95% treat failure like a bad hair day, an excuse to hide under the covers and avoid the world. Think about Thomas Edison. He famously said, I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. That mindset is a hallmark of the 5%. Lesson: reframe failure. Instead of saying, I failed, say, I learned. Start asking, what did this teach me? And how can I improve? While the 95% binge watch TV shows to escape reality, the 5% binge on books, podcasts, and courses to expand their reality. Growth is their hobby, their passion, and their lifestyle. They're constantly seeking knowledge and pushing their boundaries. For instance, Oprah Winfrey, one of the most successful women in the world, credits her love of reading and learning as the key to her success. She didn't just settle for a dream. She worked tirelessly to expand her skills and knowledge to make it a reality. Invest in yourself. The return on self-education is infinite. Dedicate at least 30 minutes a day to learning something new. Success isn't just about big dreams, it's about consistent action. Here are the habits that set the 5% apart. The 5% know what they want and write it down. They don't say, I'll be successful someday. They say, by December 31st, 2024, I will earn $100,000 from my business. The 95%, on the other hand, have goals as vague as a fortune cookie message. Research has shown that people who write down their goals are 42% more likely to achieve them. That's because writing crystallizes your intentions and provides clarity. Set SMART goals: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound. Write them down and review them regularly. The 5% treat their time like gold. They prioritize tasks that move the needle forward and avoid distractions. The 95%, they're scrolling social media, wondering why their dreams are stuck in neutral. Time is the one resource we all have equally. How you spend it determines your results. The 5% use techniques like time blocking, the Pomodoro technique, and the 80-20 rule to maximize productivity. Use tools like planners, apps, or even simple to-do lists to structure your day. Focus on high-impact activities. Here's the thing. The 5% don't just talk about their dreams, they work on them daily. Whether it's writing a page of a book, making a sales call, or practicing a skill, they're always moving forward. The 95% spend more time planning their Netflix queue than their future. Action, no matter how small, compounds over time. Imagine planting one seed every day. Eventually, you'll have a forest. The 95% often get stuck in analysis paralysis, waiting for the perfect moment to start. Commit to taking at least one small step toward your goals every single day. Progress, not perfection, is the goal. Success isn't a solo sport. The 5% surround themselves with people who uplift, inspire, and challenge them. The 5% understand the power of networking. They're not just collecting business cards. They're building meaningful connections. The 95%, they're hanging out with energy vampires who drain their dreams. Think of it this way. If you want to fly like an eagle, stop hanging out with turkeys. The people you surround yourself with influence your mindset, habits, and opportunities. Evaluate your circle. Are your friends and colleagues lifting you up or holding you back? Make a conscious effort to connect with people who inspire and support you. Behind every successful person is a mentor who's been there, done that, and bought the t-shirt. The 5% actively seek guidance, while the 95% think they can figure it all out on their own. Spoiler, they can't. Mentors provide perspective, accountability, and shortcuts to success. They've made the mistakes, so you don't have to. Seek out mentors who can fast-track your journey. Be proactive in learning from their experiences. The 5% know that success isn't just about taking. It's about giving. They mentor others, volunteer, and share their knowledge. The 95%, they're too busy complaining to contribute. Giving creates a ripple effect of positivity and builds goodwill. It also reinforces your own learning and growth. The more you give, the more you grow. Volunteer, share your expertise, and help others succeed. Let's face it, life isn't always rainbows and sunshine. The 5% know how to bounce back from adversity. The 5% are like human sunflowers. They always look for the light. Even in tough times, they focus on what they can control and stay optimistic. The 95%, they're stuck in a never-ending pity party. Positivity isn't about ignoring problems. It's about approaching them with a solution-oriented mindset. The 5% use tools like gratitude journals, meditation, and visualization to stay mentally strong. Cultivate a positive mindset through gratitude and affirmations. Focus on what you can do, not what you can't. When the going gets tough, the 5% get tougher. They're the Rocky Balboas of the world, refusing to throw in the towel. The 95% give up at the first sign of difficulty. Success often comes down to persistence. Most people quit just before the breakthrough. The 5% understand that consistency beats intensity. Adopt the mantra, I don't quit when I'm tired, I quit when I'm done. The 5% are like chameleons. They adapt to changing circumstances. They pivot when necessary and find new ways to achieve their goals. The 95% resist change and wonder why nothing ever improves. Change is inevitable, but growth is optional. The 5% embrace it as an opportunity to innovate and grow. Be flexible. Success often requires detours. Stay open to new ideas and approaches. Let's not forget the secret weapon of the 5%, a great sense of humor. They don't take themselves too seriously, and they know how to laugh at life's absurdities. After all, what's the point of success if you're not enjoying the journey? The 5% turn their bloopers into stories. They're the ones saying, remember that time I sent an email to the wrong client? Classic. The 95% dwell on their mistakes like it's the end of the world. Laughter reduces stress and boosts creativity. It also makes you more approachable and relatable. Lighten up. Life's too short to be so serious. Find the humor in every situation. The 5% celebrate small wins and enjoy the ride. The 95% delay happiness, saying, I'll be happy when I'm successful. Joy fuels motivation. When you find happiness in the journey, success becomes a natural byproduct. Celebrate progress, not just perfection. Acknowledge every step forward. Now that you know what separates the 5% from the 95%, here's the million-dollar question. Which group will you choose to join? Remember, success isn't about luck, talent, or circumstances. It's about mindset, habits, relationships, resilience, and yes, a dash of humor. It's about showing up every day, doing the work, and believing in the impossible. So what's it going to be? Will you be part of the crowd, or will you rise above it? The choice is yours. And let me tell you, the view from the top is incredible, and there's plenty of room for you. Now go out there, take action, and remember, success is 5% inspiration and 95% perspiration. But if you work smart and laugh often, you'll find the journey is just as rewarding as the destination. Here's to your success.